And I remember, you know, when we lived, you know that house we lived on, that little cut-off road that went from New Lexington over to Pearl.
Yeah, Linda wanted me to ask you.
Road, we went across some creek.
Yeah. It's still there.
Talking about the big house.
You know that house I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right, now that's the one man Coolidge was born in. And so we lived in it twice.
Which house?
We moved back to it.
That old big house sitting way back off the road.
Yeah.
Johnny walked.
You know where the Sanfords?
Yeah.
The Sanfords lived over on the other side of the road.
One was across
and
the
we
road.
lived on this side. But it was just, you know.
I think the house she's talking about is gone. I think it
One
used.
you couldn't see
Is it
hardly
gone?
from the road.
Was it right on? Was the one you lived in right on the side of the road?
If you come from
No,
Coolidge.
it wasn't on the side of the road. You had to go up a little road.
Okay, if you're coming from Coolidge, would it have been on the right or left?
If you're coming from Coolidge, it'd be on the left.
That's what I think, back off the road. up
What
in that
Linda,
house.
this is what Linda wanted me to ask her about, was those houses.
But I can remember walking across that field.
Houses back in there. She said that Papa Taylor owned a lot of that land and that he sharecropped it, and there were a lot of little houses back there, and that she understood that most of you all were born in those houses. Is that?
Man Coolidge is, that's the only one I know where Man Coolidge was born, where I told you, you know.
Right.
That house across from where the Sanfords
If you come in,
lived.
it's on the left.
And,
you know, Greg and Johnny Walker on
I
all
don't
that.
remember
what
I don't
happened?
know where Benny was born.
Demery told Linda she was born in one of those houses.
Before you get to
Linda was wanting me to ask you.
Now, and Daddy,
Let's see it.
when he had that store up there, you know, and he sold that to, well, we was gonna buy it. We had these two young boys, and we wanted to get them out of Tuscaloosa.
Yes, ma'am.
And, we offered the same thing everybody else did, but we didn't get it. You know, it burned right after they got it.
I remember it burning.
You remember
How old are you?
what home?
How old are you? Do you mind asking?
I'll be 90 in October.
That's just wonderful, isn't it?
She's getting around pretty good.
You are, I
Yeah.
know. very
She still drives. I grit my teeth, but I still drive.
Boy,
with her.
he tells me all the time,
Sometimes.
Mama, you don't live to be 100. I said, no,
She is.
no.
Yeah.
I believe she will.
I done a little work for a boy.
Huh?
I done a little work for a guy the other day, and he's 50. In fact, I think I was telling him what I was going to do today. He said, he's 50 now. He said, my grandmother's still alive. She's 102.
She's 100.
Down in South Alabama.
Yeah.
His grandma still lives by herself.
Well, I mean,
She can't see her here too good.
Well, I do too. He's just visiting.
Well, she
me.
stays
He's
by
been with
herself
me
a
3 or
lot.
4 days.
I'm just gonna have to come back and move back down here.
Is she gonna be the oldest of the siblings?
Huh?
I mean, all the others died before they got to 90 is what I'm saying. Is that right? What about
Did
any?
anybody else, any of your brothers or sisters make it to 9?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Annie was 92.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If she were to live to be
And
100, she would
I
have hit
went
her
down
head.
and watched, she'd still be alive, but
Yeah.
she woke up one
She
night and they had a tanning bed in that same room she slept in. And you know how hard they are. She fell on the back of her head.
Oh, I didn't know.
Now, she had her mind until they went to the hospital because Jimmy Nell asked her, shouldn't we go to the hospital? And she said, I think we should. But it started swelling and it killed her.
And she's in pretty good, she's in
And
good,
she was
good shape
92.
too.
92.
Yeah.
Lived there with
Say what
Jimmy
you got to
Nell
look
and
forward
Bill
to.
Johnson.
What about Aunt Burley? How old was she?
Lurley.
She was
I'm
pretty
dead.
aged.
Well, she spent,
She's in her early
I don't know how old
age.
she was when she went to nursing home, but she had 10 years at the nursing home we fed.
Yeah, I knew.
But I'd say that Lurley was probably pretty close to about Auntie's age.
Well, that's older than I thought she was.
And grandmother, Miss Pearl, was about 86 or
And
7,
Pearl,
I believe.
bless her heart, she'd have lived longer if she had to quit eating.
Had to marry one of them old Williams.
Yeah,
Remember that, we wouldn't be here
Well,
right now.
she
that's
just quit it. She
I believe
give
my
up.
grandmother, if I ain't mistaken, was about 85.
Yeah, she just give
And
up.
that's one of the best persons.
Yeah.
All the Coolidge. I tell y'all, right after my husband died, I'd go up and spend the night every once in a while with Coolidge Dorley. And so one night, we was sitting around and he had his Bible, you know, reading it. Well, that didn't surprise me. Coolidge had always been a good Christian. Well, okay. In a little while, I missed him. And I said, Dorley, where did Coolidge go? She says he reads his Bible an hour every night. Then he goes and gets by his bed on his knees an hour. That's before he lost his mind.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what Coolidge is.
Daddy, Johnny Williamson loved Coolidge, I believe, as much as he did us.
He couldn't even go see him.
Yeah.
I went and seen your daddy just before, day or two
Grandma,
before he
she
died.
looks like Pearl.
Cause Linda told me he was
Pearl looks
born.
just like her.
And I went real early one morning. He said, I can't believe you come out here this early. But anyway.
He loved you.
I loved him too. And anyway though, it was just a few days. I heard he died.
He talked about you and Benny too a lot.
We should
That's
have,
what
brother.
Grandpa Taylor and Grandma right
Yeah.
there.
And he was
Yeah.
such a good person.
I remember him.
He just
I mean,
worked
most of
himself today and give it all away. He was a servant.
He was.
My friend, I had a friend come by the casket at the funeral home, and he just looked at Eddie. He said,
He's a
well,
one of a
he
kind.
finally done it. That's all he said,
No,
Walter.
she was like grandmother Williams.
I knew what he meant.
I'll tell you what I heard, it didn't surprise me really at all. That he was going to Fayette one day. It was like, it was just really cold. This black woman, I bet all of you know about this. This black woman was hanging out
Those are tears,
clothes and
huh?
icicles hanging on her clothesline.
I was with him.
He saw that and he never didn't know that woman from Adam.
Yeah.
He went to Fayette. He sent her out a washer and a dryer.
Who?
Your daddy done that.
Yeah, Becky said she was with him. Becky, I didn't know,
I was
Was
with
you
him.
with him?
I
when he
just
done
heard this
that?
story
Yes,
a
ma'am.
while back.
I never
was
had
just
heard.
surprised when I heard about it.
I was with him that day. It was,
Cause
I
I
don't
knew
know
Johnny just had that kind of
I
heart.
don't know who the woman was, but it was in that, on the Concord Road, that black area.
Right. Canaan up there.
I wish
And
I
so
could
did
do
it happen like I heard
Yes,
it
ma'am.
happen? home?
Just exactly like that, straight to the furniture store.
You know, I don't know another person under the sun that would have done that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't. Nobody but Johnny Williamson.
Well, he's a one of a kind of.
And you have to hand it to him, hon. Your daddy was an angel.
Well, we think
He
so.
was.
Was it what you say?
Angel.
That favors Jared Kimmer right
I
there.
don't have to wonder where he is either.
No, we don't either.
That don't favor Jared
Yeah,
Kimmer?
Coolidge is.
Coolidge.
No, I
Said
couldn't
that about Coolidge.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, then all of them I don't have to wonder about.
Where'd you go to
I
school?
went Pearl just before.
Where'd you go to school?
Where did I go to school?
Yes, ma'am.
Attica
And how?
and Olive. You know where May lives?
Here's the story now. I've heard a little bit about this, about that other school.
Okay, about one of
That
them.
other school you're about to tell us about.
Which one?
Olive.
Olive. Okay, it was just a big building. Just like kind of like a church building. Only it had, I remember, 2 big rooms. And you know where we lived was at the end of Logan house. We lived there. Did you know where,
Yeah.
okay. We lived there. And we walked to Olive School.
And the Olive School sat where May's house was.
Exactly where May's house was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, I don't.
James Long, that's what James Long was telling me a little bit about that a year or so ago.
It was a big building, I don't know what it was.
Okay, so Olive and Edgar were both operating at the same time?
At the same time, but after we went through Olive, which only went through about the 5th grade, then we started riding a bus to
To
Edgar.
Edgar, and they would go, Edgar went, what, the 8th or 9th?
They went to the 9th, I believe.
I thought so.
I married in the 8th grade.
Then you went to Gorgas to high school, right?
They did, I did.
The ones that went. The ones
I
that
got
went.
married.
Yeah, James Long told me about that Olive School, and I lived there all my life.
I was 14 when I married.
I don't remember Daddy ever mentioning nothing about no other
Is
school
that
there.
right?
I never heard that story.
Okay, I'm confused, the house y'all lived in at Enoch Logan.
Ain't
Ain't
no
no Logan.
No, he said, y'all lived in it before Mr. Enoch lived.
We did.
So I always thought he built that house.
No.
But there
We
was
lived
one
in
set
it
beside
before.
there, between there and grandmother was a house on that
But
hill.
no, we
Yeah.
lived in an older house
That was
there
an older
first. It had a big hallway and rooms on each side of that hall. That's where I done my dating with my husband. I sit right in that house. Whenever got out and went to
Which was
college.
located where now?
This is the Enoch Logan house.
The house,
But
Before
that
this
was the
one.
old house.
Before the other one was built.
that's the one on the hill next to it.
Okay, you saying Papa Taylor owned that land?
He did.
He owns a lot of land.
He owned all that land back there. Luther Cheney, you remember him?
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
And he lived way back in the back of that land, but it's on Daddy's land.
So Papa sold that place to Enoch Logan?
He did.
Mhm. And then he married Addie, you know, years later.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
You know?
that's right,
He sure did.
yeah.
yeah.
Is that, by the way, Billy's daughter, LaRonda, is fixing that house up to live in. They're about ready to move in it.
Now there's one that, you know where Linda lives and that little road that goes by
Yeah.
her. And there was a house over there that Pearl lived in for a while.
Got the bottom of
Long
it.
time.
I
Yeah.
don't remember
They
that.
always got, that's before they moved from up to the top of the hill, right?
Right.
They call that the old house.
The little house.
Right.
They always call that the old house.
One by the sawmill.
I barely remember.
There was a path that went from that house to this one she lived in before she died.
Seemed like that's where they were at when Daddy was born,
It probably was.
and some of the others, maybe.
Mm.
I just remember, my memory of it is the barn. The barn was out kind of close to the road, seemed like. About to where that pond is.
Yeah.
The barn was right
But I
there.
don't remember the house.
I can't hardly, I really
You
can't
talking
remember that
about where
house.
she lived when
No,
she
no,
died?
the old house.
The old house.
The
barn.
little-
Down there,
The little
over the
house.
hill from Linda.
Mhm.
And I remember that house.
I don't remember the barn. Can't remember the barn.
Well, I can't remember the old
But
house.
I do at
Remember
the
the
house
outhouse.
where she lived when she died.
Yeah, the one right
Oh,
beside
yeah,
the house.
that's the one
Yeah.
that Billy's daughter is fixing up.
Yeah.
They got it looking nice.
Oh, how?
The one before where I used to go up there and buy the chow from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
I
yeah,
hope that.
I used to go up there and buy chow from it. It was
Yeah,
good.
well,
that's all I
You
ever
make
remember.
she
when
sell
they
it
married.
to you?
Yeah.
But Billy told me, Daddy never did tell me, but Billy told
Yeah,
me
she
that
didn't
Papa,
want to, but I begged her.
Papa sold
Well,
grandmother and
she
granddaddy.
gave everything.
That house.
Well, I'd won a case at the time.
And,
Yeah, I wouldn't
and
get
40
10, I'd
acres,
take
40 acres
And I
of
wanted
land.
to buy it. I said, sell me a case.
Yeah.
And so I just go up there and give her some money.
He
and get a
financed it for,
case. You know, I didn't want to just give it to her for nothing, you know.
Right.
I know
he
he
said
sold
Papa
us.
owned that place.
He sold us some timberland when he lived where he run the service station. My daddy. Well, he had some land over across the road over there. We bought 40 acres from him.
we cut that timber. Billy owns it now.
Billy,
Yeah, so that
Billy
cut off.
bought it after.
cut off road.
We got, James got it before he wasn't interested in going up there. and he put it in the paper, and Billy didn't even know who he was calling one day, and he called and wanted to know about that land, you know.
We cut it twice.
No, they
Then
still,
it once
they still
and then-
got it.
And
We
then
get a
cut.
I used to go
$500
up
for
there.
that land.
I used to go
Yeah,
there
how much?
squirrel hunt when I was just a little
$500
bitty
Daddy
kid.
for that land.
Give him $500 then.
Had a
And
big old
got
dugout back there
14,000
or
from
something.
Billy.
Yeah, he still owns, that's the only land Billy's got.
Yeah,
besides where
he's
he
about
lives.
got rid of
Oh,
his land. He still got that place.
Yes, he
I know
still
somebody
got that
kept
land.
Getting truckloads of dirt there
Well,
on
we
that
planted
first side of
pine
it.
trees.
Daddy just got aggravated
We
and
lived
sold it.
long enough to cut them pine trees for timber.
I remember Daddy cutting it for James Wilson. I may have helped him work on it, seemed like I did. I remember him cutting. May have cut on it more than once.
I think he did.
But
You said
I
you
know-
got, let's go, you said you got married in the 8th grade?
What home?
You got married in the 8th
In
grade?
eighth grade.
So how did you and James
That's a
meet?
different kind of question. You ever notice that?
I had a brother one, I mentioned told. He come to our house one morning, we lived at the Enoch Logan house. He come to our house and he had went and had a fight with a guy and thought he killed him. He cut him all to pieces.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he didn't die. I went to school with his son, and he was just as nice to me as he could be at Edgar. And I can't remember his name,
Well,
but anyway, that tells a whole big story about what happened there.
yeah. So you met James, your husband.
So anyway,
Well,
Todd was in trouble.
along with that story,
And
he cussed
Mama-
that guy up real bad and he thought he killed him. And
But
so
my mama didn't want him to
put
go.
him in Bryce instead of going to prison.
So Mama didn't want him to go to the pen. Instead, she put him in Bryce.
Oh, I see.
And so very yarn will give you fever.
I ain't never heard it.
So anyway, he stayed in Bryce for a long time. And got out of that. Because the man didn't die.
Right.
But he was, you know, in bad shape for a long time. But anyway, James worked at Bryce. And my brother showed him my picture. And he wanted to meet me. Well, one Saturday, Mama bought me this pretty dress. I wore a hat that matched that pretty dress. And here I went and I met him. And best looking thing you ever seen. You don't believe it, look right
No,
on
I
there.
remember that.
And I thought I'd hit the jackpot. Wasn't but 14 years old, wasn't even 14. But anyway, I was grown inside.
Right.
Bigger actually than I am now. But anyway, he brought down the Coca-Cola bottle so he could meet me while we was sitting, visiting with my brother.
Okay, I did get with that woman Friday.
And I thought that was the best looking man I ever
I'll be
seen.
going back down there one day, say this way,
And
and he walked over.
he came to see me. We dated in my
But I just wanna make sure I didn't.
in my mama's house. I never went nowhere with him. Ed Long, did y'all know him?
Yeah.
He'd bring him. Cause James didn't have a car. He'd bring him, drop him off at my house,
Well, she, I mean, I'll be.
and then pick him up and carry him back. They lived at Bryce.
Where did Ed live?
Ed lived at Bryce, but he
I
lived
didn't know
over
that.
there. He lived, his folks lived, the Longs, did you not know?
Oh,
that?
yeah, I knew all one of them just died not long
That's
ago.
where he lived, that's where his
Well,
folks lived.
what I'm saying, Ed would drive down here.
He worked at Bryce, just like James did.
Okay.
I wanted to get the facts.
And
right
him and
about
James would
wine.
come up there, and
That's
so
pretty-
they would
pretty
he'd
slick
come and
stuff.
see her, and bring James to see me.
Okay,
No, I'm sorry, I got him wrong. That was,
right,
yeah, that was Ed. Ed married
okay.
One of them twins,
the twin girls,
lived
that-
on the hill there in
the
Banks.
Nelson, and that got the funeral home's brother. Ain't that right? Well, it's got the Nelson that's got the funeral home.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's, see, we're good friends with their son, Chris Long,
Right.
the baby boy,
Mm-hmm.
and his mama and the Nelson at the funeral home, they're brothers and sisters.
Is that right?
Yeah, let's go back to this
Yeah,
romance.
but we're getting ahead of
We
ourselves.
digress.
Back up.
Let's go back to this romance. I
Yeah.
wanna hear more
Go
about
back to
that.
about the dating in the hall there and get,
Yeah, there you go.
you got, so Daddy come up to see you in the hall.
Daddy'd come up with Ed Long. Ed would drop him off. And I remember one night Ed had a little car trouble. Well, my daddy had done gone to bed, but he didn't go to sleep till James left.
Mhm.
So he come in there one time and he said, "Don't you think it's getting a little late?" And James says, "I'll go out and wait for Ed." He said, "No, that's all right. You can sit right there and wait for him." So he did. But that's how we dated, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
That we sat in it was actually a bedroom, but it wasn't used on. I guarantee you. And we had our chairs, and we sat close together, but that was it.
Yeah.
And how long did y'all date?
We dated, I can say 6 times, but it's about 6 months that I knew him. But see, he'd just get up there every once in a while.
How old was James? You were 14. How
I
old was
was
James?
14, he was 18.
So
So we was married.
he had driving license, but he didn't have transportation.
He didn't even have a car.
Right. Right.
No, he didn't. He didn't even
But he
have
had a job.
But he got one shortly afterwards. I
He
mean.
got one shortly after that.
I thought that was right along the time the war started.
Yeah.
And I
So-
think Howard Milligan had to go too, didn't he?
But
I
he
remember
was
Howard.
He was a
He
good
was
man.
pretty
now.
good.
So
James
y'all
was
got
a really
married
good
and he
man.
moved you to Tuscaloosa?
What, huh?
Y'all got married and he
So
moved-
we got married, and he was still working at Bryce, see. Well, it's about 2 months before he could find any place for us to live. And we moved right across from Bryce. It was a house where there's a lady and her family lived
Her life got better.
And
I
he
can tell you
worked-
that.
for the government,
Yeah.
building things for the war.
Mhm.
Well, he stayed gone all the time, but we had half of the house and she had half. We lived there until he was called into service.
Okay. And when
And
he
so
went to
then I
service-
went back and lived with Mama and Daddy.
Okay.
But I lived with James. I followed him just as far as he went till the day he went overseas. I stayed 6 months in North Carolina and Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I stayed, I went one weekend that I didn't get to spend but one weekend with him. He went on maneuvers and I had to go back home. But I followed him till he went overseas. I was there when they come and told they already cut his hair and had all of us wives to come and visit with them at the camp and see them all.
How would you travel from
And then I came back home on the bus.
on the bus?
And you know where the little creek is on that road from New Lexington? That little road and that creek?
Yeah.
Junior was up on that hill with a tractor.
Junior Taylor.
Yeah.
Junior Taylor. And he saw me and I had that big suitcase and I was wore out. He come down there he got off that tractor and come got me and put me on the tractor with him and took me home. I was so glad to see him. I was give out. I'd walked all the way from New Lexington to that creek,
But that's as close as the bus got.
carrying that big suitcase.
Yeah.
What would you say was the most difficult time in your life?
When he died. He wouldn't let me. He sat right here in this chair that night. Wouldn't go to the doctor. He'd had open heart surgery twice. And he got sick. begged him and I begged him. Wouldn't go to the doctor. I called my kids and they all begged him to go. He said, no, but he said, you can't sleep with me. I may have a virus. Made me sleep in there where I sleep all the time now. And the next morning, I went in there and I said, I remember saying, Hon, how you feeling this morning? Because he just looked like he was asleep. And he didn't say nothing. Well, I thought he must be asleep. And his feet was kind of hanging off the bed and it was cold. I said, well, your feet's getting cold. I put his feet back up on the bed. I realized then something had happened. I got up in bed and pulled him up. He's a big man, not fat, but just a big man. I didn't know how to give him mouth to mouth, but I tried. But I thought, well, I've got to call somebody or I won't be able. So I went to the phone and called 911, got somebody out here. That was it.
That was a difficult time. What?
What year?
That was the first day of 2000. And I remember, but it wasn't long till, you know, everybody was here. But that was the worst time I've ever had.
And what would you say helped you get through that?
God. Nobody, I mean, other people too, yeah, other people too, but I look to God for everything. I still do. If it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't be here. I couldn't have lived through what I lived through. And I've had a good life. It's not that everybody has troubles, but that was one of the worst troubles I've had.
That's a hard hurt, isn't it?
Because we'd been married and I remember the preacher said over his funeral, says, where you saw Jean, you saw James. And where you saw James, you saw Jean. That's the way we were.
Proved a lot when you got married, didn't it?
Oh, it did. And even when I went back to live with Mom and Daddy, by that time, they had moved up on where they had the service station in Bankston.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I lived with them, so did my sister, Beanie. You know her?
Yeah.
Her and Bobby. Now Bobby's real bad sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna get around to that. I wanted to ask you where she lives. I want to get directions to her place before we leave.
And so me and her both lived with Mom and Daddy.
How about Mr. Enoch's house? Across the road was Mr. Enoch's, one of his old houses. Do you remember when we lived there? Daddy and Mama, well, it'd been Daddy and Mama and me and Larry. Across the road from Mr. Enoch's house, they was in a little old house, still standing.
Little bitty shotgun house.
You remember when we lived there?
And it was across from
Mr. Enoch's, across the highway.
We lived in.
No. Our mom and daddy.
Our mom and daddy.
Across from where they
It was
lived.
across from your
Well-
Mom and Daddy's house.
No, it's across from Mr. Enoch's house.
Across the highway.
If you're driving for medical, just before you get to Mr. Enoch Logan house, just before you get there, there's a little old bitty house on the left.
Still standing, but we lived there when I was born there, not in the house.
Oh,
But that's where the war
really?
friend liked to kill me, liked to take my ear off.
I remember
You
that.
remember? Oh, that's what I was getting
remember
at.
that.
A war friend.
That old house is still standing.
Like a
It's bad shape, but
And
it's
who
still.
else lived in that house?
I never remember nobody living there but us.
I can't remember.
I mean,
There was another. He had several of those old houses, which
And
I always
remember
thought.
that one.
Did-
It was kind of on the hill wire from us. Between Pearl's house
She's not the
and
house.
Enoch Logan's house.
Yeah, that's a different house.
Yeah, this is across the highway.
Who do you think built that house?
I don't know.
Was it Papa or Enoch Logan?
I don't know.
I always
It
thought
must have been
Enoch-
Daddy because,
It may have been Papa.
Well, it was on his land, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, and they were so old. I mean, even as a kid, I thought they were old houses.
Seemed like Papa had
So
built it because it's
if
his
Papa
land.
owned all of that, he may have built all them sharecropping houses. I always thought Enoch built.
I thought he did, but I mean, I don't know.
See, that little dirt road that cuts over to you, there was another one. In fact,
and
two
you remember
more.
right in
Two
front
more
of,
down
the Enoch Logan house, there was a little road that went
Down
down
the
there
hill.
for Mr. Evans's.
Big old house.
And
Right.
the Evanses, if you remember, they all inherited this, it wasn't the shaking disease they call it now, but it's St. Vitus, Dance, or something like that, they inherited that. And their name was Evans, their last
I
name.
don't remember hearing about
We
that.
had a big pecan orchard between us and them.
That's the Elmo Jones house she's talking about, we always called, 'cause Elmo
Mhm.
Jones lived there. And then below that house was another little house Willis Montgomery lived in.
Did Papa build them houses? I wonder.
No, I don't remember
They must
him
have done
doing
been there
that.
when he bought the land or something.
Probably.
Undoubtedly, because they were
And
several.
where you're talking about the Elmo Jones house, there was one below there.
Yeah.
Willis Montgomery.
That's the
lived.
last one.
And
Willis.
did you know that, that's where Nate's wife lived, Floyd, when he got her? Her dad was a preacher. He's a tailor. Nate and Lois was third cousin. His wife. Below the one you're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of us lived in those old houses. May and Bill lived in one of them old houses for years. On the May and Bill Harbin.
Mm-hmm.
That little dirt road to the election, they lived in one of them houses. We lived in one. When Joanne and Herman got married, they lived in one for a while. One is right there on the road before you get to, it's gone now.
That might have been after I left us.
It probably was,
Mm.
yeah.
But I always wished that somebody would redo Pearl's old house and fix it
But
up.
it's happening now.
I'm glad.
I think Becky's wanting to ask something.
Let's hear some more juicy stuff.
Somebody else.
I want to hear some good juicy
Oh,
stuff.
Lord.
I want to hear some dirt. I mean, you know, we're family with you.
Well, we're trying to show them the dirt.
Well, we want to. If we don't know though, nobody will ever know. You know, we're the last ones.
You got any secrets?
I mean, really,
might.
I'd like to know. I mean, if there is any, I'd like to know. Right here, while we got everybody together.
Well, hon, I don't know any really secrets that I didn't want to touch.
Well,
Well, let me ask you this. If you had anything in your life that you could do over, what
That I
would,
do over.
yeah, what would it be, if anything?
Hon, I can't think of anything much in my life that I would actually try to do over.
That's very good.
What we had, I heard him tell you he was adopted. We had Pat, and she was 10 years old. She kept, all the others was having little babies, you know, Bailey had Tommy, and everybody was having them a little brother or sister. And she kept begging for a baby. Well, I had surgery and got pregnant, lost it, and didn't think I'd ever have any more. And my husband said he would take a baby, but he wouldn't take one that had been, you know, mistreated and maybe had a bad background that they couldn't get over. Well, Louise, do you remember Junior and Louise?
Yeah.
Louise knew this girl that was gonna have this baby. Jay knows all about it.
Well, we didn't want to talk about me, I want to.
Yeah, but now,
That's all right.
If it's not
And
bothering you,
No,
we
it's not.
heard about that,
It's not.
and my husband wouldn't even let us wait, and it was raining. Me and my daughter went to that house. Now, let me see if I can tell you where that house is. Do you know where, what was their names? You come from that arch, you, up there at that four-way stop that goes to Berry and to Fed. You come back this way, and this little house, I wish I could think of the people's name, you'd know them, that lived on just this side of there. But this house kind of set up on a hill. It's just a little house, not very big. And that's where she lived. That's where me and my daughter went that night. And the mother told us, says, well, you have to take her home with you because I was carrying her to Birmingham tomorrow. And they was going to deliver the baby and keep the baby. I'm sorry, but I'm not ready to talk to you right now.
That'd be Larry.
Hello.
Tell him you'll call him back.
Okay, let me call you back in a little bit. I'll call you right back. In a little while. Okay?
Trying to find out that lady's name, I couldn't think of her. Robbie,
So-
Robbie knows.
Anyway, though, she got her clothes together and went home with us. Stayed 2 months. And this is what we got from her. We, she'd never been to a doctor. Dr. Tatum was the only one that'd take her.
so you and Pat
Me and Pat
rode over there
went
that
over
night,
there.
and she was how much older?
Pat.
She was like, what,
They're
11?
She's 9 years older than Jay.
Oh,
My Pat was 10.
10.
that's close.
And,
Yeah, in those days, if you went 8 or 10 years in your fertile period without having a baby, something's going wrong.
And
with it.
so then, when he was 2 years old, I had to stay in bed the whole 9 months, only up an hour at a time to carry Ray. But I've got one that is 2 years younger than Jay.
Yeah.
2 years.
Mm-hmm. 2 years.
You're 2
That
years
was
older
him
than
that called a
him.
while ago.
So they named you James Jr. Are you James Jr.?
Jay.
But everybody calls you Jay.
Everybody
And
called
we
him
tried
that.
to get him to go to college. He wouldn't even go to high school. He quit in high school.
I was a while with
But Ray did go. He got
Where'd you go? Hope.
engineering.
I went to the 12th grade, but I mean, I was just, it
And
was
he
the
said,
70s, you know.
I done the same thing.
but I promise you, if God was standing right there, I cannot tell one bit of difference in the way I love him and my other 2 kids.
Right.
I can believe that, Aunt Billie Jean, 'cause I have a grandson that's not my blood that I'm actually closer to than
Yeah.
the rest
I
of them.
can't say I'm closer, but I love him just as much.
I believe that.
Well, praise the Lord.
That when I went to the hospital and gave birth to.
I believe
I do. And
She's
it's
been
not
a good
because
mom
he
to you.
said
Oh, yeah.
her either.
Because I didn't want to go to school, I wanted to work with Eddie. I mean, I remember
He
we
quit
painted your
fire.
barn when I was 17.
This morning, he
I didn't
asked
realize
me,
y'all
said,
painted.
reckon Larry still lives after our
Well,
culture
the Lord-
car.
I guess last time I was up there, you know, when Johnny was still alive, we went to that reunion, and, me and him left for something. He said, come on, you're driving, and we got in his truck, and we went down there went and got something out of the garden, and went back to the reunion. But,
Did y'all go to church when y'all was little kids?
We did on the front bench. At New Hope Church.
Oh, with ice.
New Hope
Okay.
Church. And then I raised my kids over here at Hopewell. You know, this big church right over here named Hopewell.
Did you make them sit on the front bench?
Huh?
We
Did y'all
needed
sit
to.
on the front bench?
Close.
I needed to.
No, we didn't do that. But we didn't sit far back.
We went though my whole life.
One of my greatest memories.
This one was a little stubborn and didn't much want to go. Now that Ray, even in college, he wouldn't miss a Sunday. And I'm not lying to you, hon. I'm a Christian, I don't lie.
All I wanted to do was
But-
race motorcycles. That's all I
But
wanted
he
to do.
wouldn't miss a church, and he'd come home and me and James had missed that church that day. He'd say, y'all need to repent. He was told real good. Well, he's still close to the Lord.
That's good.
Well,
He's an engineer, he went to
You
college.
did repent, huh?
I do. Matter of fact, I just got back from Caryville,
Daddy
Florida.
thought a lot of Jane. Daddy liked Jane Wilson.
Yeah,
I knew
he
that
did.
much.
Yeah.
I just went down there and worked for a
Giants
month,
did
donated
him.
my time, and
We didn't see him often, like up at,
we
we could have a get together up at Mama or Papa somewhere.
We'd
Just
go
didn't see
by
him.
and see him every once in a while, and I was telling her, he had just had some mail round. And
We didn't
that
even
he
bring her
raised.
We didn't bring you nothing.
No
He
wonder
Let's
gave
go
me
to
a
Walmart.
big old bag of it, you know, and it stayed in my freezer.
we had
I
fresh
bet you it
tomatoes.
stayed 2 years,
Yeah, I don't.
because I didn't know how to
Johnny
make
gave me
it,
that,
but
I
I
didn't
wasn't
know
gonna
what to
throw
do
it
with it.
away.
See, when I give it out.
And I gave it to somebody that said they knew how to make cornbread.
That's all, we all used, we went to the grist mill about a few weeks ago.
Did
Around
you?
160 pounds.
We just,
Is that right?
What the, I was trying to think of.
Some of Daddy's old,
But he
Whoever
wanted to
my
give
mother
me
was, I
some,
don't
and
know who
I
Well, no, that
did.
don't-
Never met her, don't know.
yeah, we used
Whoever
it
I
all.
was on him
she
the
liked to do
same
the whole
way.
chunk.
Yeah.
I loved him.
Because
to
I've
death.
got, I met one,
I went to
I
see
got a
him
half
just,
sister in Jasper that I've
I
been
don't
talking
think it was
to. Real nice.
3 or 4 days before he died. I didn't think he
She
was
says,
that
look,
sick.
we've got
Linda
four-
told me his little
We've
horse,
got
and
4
I went
brothers and
early
another
that
half sister
morning.
in Barry. And they're.
Yeah, he did get a little better. He's right, just before he died, he got a little better.
He says, I can't believe you come up here
She
this
died.
early.
I can't remember
Remember
you
Joe
coming.
Jones went to see him,
Mother might
This
know.
was in the
Robbie
hospital.
just
and
told
then
me
Joe
that.
heard a couple days later he died, said, I couldn't believe it, I just said
I
it
was
was
I
with
was the
me.
last time he had
Every,
done
so
hospital.
that'd be me.
Me and the one that was with him the night he died, it was our night to stay.
She had 8 illegitimate children.
And he might have never went home, it might have been
And
right.
what's weird is when she
Well,
got
after
married,
that,
Robbie
he
was
died.
telling me this.
I
She
think
got
it might
married,
be
she's
four.
got a daughter and a son,
And
and
I
she
was so
named one
glad.
Jay and one Robbie.
But he died
This is really-
peaceful, he had a
really
rough
strange.
night that night,
But,
but when he died, he had been talking and he laid over in his bed and spread his arms out, I see it right now, and he just, like he went to sleep, didn't even wonder. I love
Yeah,
that.
but he had been
So
showing
he went to
peas.
sleep here and then woke up and had one.
yeah.
He'd been shelling peas all night.
Uh,
He thought he was shelling peas.
Yellow
He kept,
peas.
yes, he was talking about shelling peas.
Had it in his
and-
nose, a pea in his nose.
And he told, when the nurses come in and I told him, I said, he's been shelling peas. She said, oh, I don't like to shell peas. He hesitated just a minute. He said, I love to shell peas.
If it produced food, Daddy didn't care how tough it was.
No, no.
He didn't care how rough it was, the better he liked it.
No, he was a one of a kind.
If it was putting food on somebody's table, so be it.
But grandmother, he got that from your sister, grandmother, he got that from her.
Yeah.
Which means, didn't get all that from the Taylor. Bud Taylor told me something one day. We was working, he said, everybody talks about how hard John works, and Taylor get them Williamson's work. He said, no, they didn't get that from Williamson. That didn't come from Williamson, that come from the Taylors. And he was exactly right. Think about it. Granddaddy always was a big, strong, hard-working man, but he never was
Go-getter.
the go-getter and fast like Daddy. Daddy got that drive from grandmother's side of the family. And I always knew that.
I know Randall.
Bud just told it like it was. He didn't come from a Williamson.
Right.
Bud
But he was,
Taylor
your
was
daddy
a
was
hard
always like, he was always a runner.
Bud worked
If
hard.
he did something in a run.
Yeah, Daddy hurt you. To be honest, if you worked around
When
Daddy,
Bud
he-
got in jail.
I
we learned to dodge because Daddy hurt you.
Yeah, I love
Better we watch it.
I love that man.
Bible and
Him and Daddy was real
I
close.
carried it up, I said, Johnny, carry me.
Of course, different ways to look at it. Now, the next generation down, they said, well,
I
now,
said,
these young kids, they didn't get that from the Watkins or whatever, they got it from the Williamsons. You know, it goes on down, you got to say, well,
Right.
Come from the Williamsons, doesn't it?
Right.
Johnny and Larry, Ricky, they were Williams.
Says you write a note and put in that
But-
Bible,
Yeah.
and I promise you, he'll get that Bible.
I guess Coolidge
that
was on,
way.
Coolidge was the Taylor,
Well,
the
that's
working
what I
Taylor.
told him. But he
But
told
Ginger
me
was the what now?
he couldn't
Was the
rehab
hard-working
me, put
Taylor,
himself
I
in
guess.
Yeah, but
rehab.
I'm gonna tell you about what Daddy always told me about Coolidge. Coolidge was spoiled
Oh, man,
as
told me to come
a,
get
as a
me.
young,
We missed that.
she missed that.
What you were telling Ricky? What you were just telling Ricky?
About Bud.
That was about Bud.
Oh, I thought you were
She
talking about.
carried Bud a Bible when he was
Well, I
in
want to
jail.
hear that too.
He was in jail, and I carried him my Bible, and they wouldn't let me go up where he was, because they said there's so many men up there. Said, you just write a letter and put in that Bible, and I promise you he'll get it. And he got it, because he went in rehab, he checked himself in for just a little while, and it wasn't long till he killed himself. And he wanted me to come get my Bible. I said, hold on, I want you to have it. He said, well, your kids need it. I said, but I want you to have it. So he kept it. And then it wasn't but a few days till I heard he killed himself.
Well, he had a wooden cedar Bible, what do you call it, Denise? Case made for grandmother's Bible,
I remember that.
the big Bible. And I, that's been in my possession now. I reckon, who gave it to her, didn't it? Bud give it to her?
No, it was at your daddy's.
And it's got
No,
Daddy's
when
big,
your
big
daddy
Bible,
died.
big white Bible in it. But Bud had somebody to make it.
But I don't know, I could be wrong, I don't know, but I really don't believe that people, you know, a lot of folks would disagree with me, but I don't believe that people that kill themselves go to hell.
Had a person tell me that here the other day, said they may be cases,
No, that ain't
but
biblical.
not every case, not every case.
Everybody.
I have to agree, I think, with you.
Cause he told me he had a Bible. The Bible says if you believe,
That's right.
you don't have a Bible if you don't believe. So he told me he had a Bible. But somehow or other, I just want him to have that one.
I never heard that story. I've heard several things today I've never heard.
Yeah. But I really believe if you believe in God, and I believe if you couldn't do nothing but say Jesus, I don't believe he'd let you go. I tried to do a whole lot more than that. I've not done as much as I could have. I don't think anybody does. But I try to never do nothing wrong. I'm too old to do anything wrong. I better not.
How many grandchildren do you have?
I have 7.
7 grandchildren. Any great-grandchildren?
Uh,
Do you have any great-grandchildren?
Great-grandchildren? No, I don't have any great-grandchildren.
Great-grandchildren? Well,
We
we
have
have,
a daughter, a granddaughter, the only granddaughter I've got is 27 or 28, just got married the other day.
okay.
Mm.
Well, you'll have,
Well,
you'll have a
about a
great
month
before
ago.
long, probably.
And that's Ray's daughter, the baby boy's daughter.
Do you ever see, does Pat come around?
She comes around, but not as near as often as I'd love for her to. She lives 2 hours away.
Yeah, I know where
She
she lives.
lives in
Sullivan,
Detroit,
Detroit.
I
Alabama.
ain't no doubt. I've cut timber up there years.
I've not seen her in several years. I saw all 4 of the Woodham girls
Did you?
at the way. I just missed my Aunt
Give her
Billie
a
Jean.
picture right up there.
That's Lurley's
and
girl?
show that to Hank.
Lurley's girl.
Which one?
Pat.
Oh,
Well, Lurley's grandkids, Jay.
That's her
Powell.
grandson.
Oh, that's,
Powell's girl.
that's
Powell.
Powell. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I remember.
I remember them.
I'm gonna
I
tell
remember-
Charlotte about the same age. Pat and Charlotte about the same age.
Charlotte's about 2 years younger.
Yeah. But I looked up to them.
Yeah, I want you
They
to look
painted
at
their
that.
fingernails and stuff. Yeah.
I can't make it look like him.
Can you
No,
know?
that is why I remember it. He was already a middle-aged man, seemed like my first.
Let me get by more.
Well, she's getting around good.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's kind of how I remember him when he was working on the
Yeah,
Ponderosa house.
So she,
Two more questions I want to ask.
Overly.
I got 2 more questions I can think of.
I got one.
I've got 2 more questions I can think of. One is,
That's a couple, that's
what
been
is it
raised
that you want to
years ago.
leave your children? I mean, not material things, but your children and your grandchildren. What's the legacy you want to leave for them?
The biggest thing I want to leave for my kids, one, is that I loved them with every grain of blood I've got. And I tried to be a good person in front of them. I'm not perfect. No, not by a long shot.
That's right there, get you there.
yep,
But,
Yep.
but that's what I'd love for them to know, that I loved them with everything I've got.
They must know that.
Didn't matter what they do.
We do,
Yeah.
we do.
I understand. that.
And they're not that bad.
Yeah.
all right. Not that,
They're not, but they do make mistakes like everybody else.
What you mean? They could have been a lot worse.
That's what I'm trying to say.
She had to throw that in.
Levity to
I
this
was
serious
I was the
situation.
wild one of the bunch.
Okay, my last question is, what would you kind of advice would you give us?
Give,
Just give us as,
all of you.
yeah, or to anybody about life.
Well, one of the nearest thing that I can think of that I would tell anybody is to try to do as much as you can, like you know the Lord wants you to do. And if somebody wants you to sin, turn your back on them.
That's pretty good advice.
Because when you turn your back on that, you turn your back on the devil, and I want to stomp him in the ground.
That's right.
That's right, that's right, that's right. That's good advice.
So say this is close to the Lord as you can
And
stay.
everything else is just sort of working.
And everything will come out a whole lot better.
better day coming, ain't there?
Uh,
There's a better day coming
They
for all
are
of us.
better days.
It's
they
a
have
short,
to
it's
be.
a real
Yeah.
short life. You're the oldest one here, but it's nothing. Our preacher just today, even 1,000 years, he says when we come back here to live,
Right.
even 1,000 years is nothing
That's
compared to eternity.
I think Larry's got one more question.
One more question.
I got one more.
one more.
Where's Bobby? Tell us where, or you or Jay, one
Okay,
can tell me.
She
Where-
was calling me every day.
Is she able to see us, you think?
I don't know.
I don't know now because I'm sure she's able to see you and would love it. I was over at her house about 3 weeks ago, and there was several of us over there, and I just enjoyed being with her that day. Well, she's quit calling me, so yesterday I took it on myself to call her. 'Cause I never would call her, I'd be afraid she'd be sleeping or something, I'd bother. Well, she answered by saying, "Hi, Bill." She called me Bill, Billie Jean's her name.
I knew some of them.
Anyway, I found out later that they've quit giving her any treatment. And we thought we was gonna get a miracle for Bobby. But God don't, he sees it another way, I'm afraid.